What the cat dragged it in. Welcome guys, I'm really glad and excited to see you in my new episode. So, I have my Unity editor opened. I have my first script, opened. And today we are going to talk about while loops in C#. That's pretty easy topic as well. If you watched my previous video, you already know about the for loop. But sometimes you actually cannot specify. For loop and while loops are totally interchangeable. So if you are and you should use one or another when you are more comfortable with it. Yeah. For example, if you're feeling like, oh, that is the issue for the for loop, go for it. Use for loop. If you're feeling that this is an issue for a while loop, go for while loop. I mean, issue if you come across some issue while programming. Okay. So let me explain you what while loop means just in a second. So create a boolean variable, call it is larger, let's call it, and let's check that 3 is larger than 5. By the way, guys, just like a bonus, I'm demonstrating you that you can assign the result of expression to a boolean variable. That's totally fine, that's totally legal. So, like in this case, for example, 3 is more than 5. Now, 3 is never more than 5, so this line of code will do the same thing as would do this line of code. Okay, so let's save this line of code so that to demonstrate you something a little bit unusual for you guys, so that you would be able to read someone else's code and just use boolean variables more flexibly. Okay, so now type while is larger, and let's type in here debug.log and let's just type here larger. So guys, let me introduce you one more variable. Let's call it I again, and let's do. So while let's just make it a little bit harder, a little bit tough, so that you guys be more trained. While e is less than 10, we'll go and execute this loop inside here. So e is I. Okay, so what it means is that we are creating a variable of integer type. We are assigning 0 to it, and while this variable is less than 10, it will go, when we come to the here for the first time, it will go and check whether or not this expression is true, and at the first time it is true, since 0 is really less than 10. Then it will go down here and execute everything inside here. Then it will go up here again and check that this expression is true. And may you guys guess what? Yeah, this while loop is infinite now, because it will I is not gonna change inside these parentheses, and when it will try to go out, it should check that I is less than 10. Then it will execute this code again, and then it will go here, check that I is less than 10, and execute this again. This expression is never false. So to fix this, we can do something like this. Now, with every loop execution, our I becomes one more, so the loop will be executed a finite number of times. In this case, it will be 10. Yeah. Okay, so save the script, go to Unity editor, wait while it compiles. Okay, so run the program, and so let's see what is output. I is 0, is 1, is 2, and up to 9. That's, well, guys, so it works just like for loop, as you can see. But in for loop you would initialize a variable I, check the condition, and increment the variable I in one place. Here you should use different places, and sometimes it's really harder. But the benefit, so actually there is no benefit in while and for loop except the readability and and easiness with which you will work with the construction, one or another. Okay, so and the last thing I would like to show you guys is a do-while loop. So let's just type in do and while. So what is the difference between while and do-while? Difference is that when it comes to do, it does not check any condition. It just executes this code, and then it checks the condition, and if the condition holds, in other words, if the condition is true, it will execute this code again, and while the condition is true, the code will get executed. Okay, so to really demonstrate you the difference, let's put I is equal 11. We know for sure, save the program, go to Unity, wait while it compiles. So we know for sure that now when it comes to here, I will be definitely bigger than 10. I mean 11 is always more than 10. So if we would to put a while check condition in here, we would not get executed this code at all. But since we have do while, the code will get executed without checking the condition, and only then the condition will be checked. Actually here will be 12 already because we are incrementing I here, but we will get I is 11, and then we will reach the condition. The condition won't be hold, in other words it will be false, and we will go out of the loop. Okay, enough talking, let me just show. So wait while running. So as we can see, I is 11. We initialized I, stepped in a do loop, made debug.log I is 11. Since we put 11 up here, output it. And then we incremented I and checked the 12. Is 12 less than 10? No, 12 is not less than 10. So in here we got false, and while false will break out of the loop. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and asking comments what wasn't clear for you. I will be glad to cover it, and maybe if you have some recommendations, I will be able to go over the topics and explain them as well as I can. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.